And now we go to Hong Kong, where thousands of pro-democracy protesters are engaging in what's being called the Umbrella Revolution. This is what it looks like right now in the middle of the city. These are live pictures from the streets of Hong Kong. Take a look at this. Thousands and thousands of people gathering in the streets to protest Beijing's plans to screen candidates for the position of the city's leader, the chief executive. And this was a scene yesterday as police fired canisters of tear gas and used pepper spray against protesters trying to join college students who began the protest last week. The reason for the term umbrella revolution is because people are using them as protection against tear gas. And this morning, reports that social media websites, including Instagram, are being blocked by the Chinese government. Joining me now by phone, Felicia Somné, China correspondent for Agence France Presse. Thank you so much for being with me. Felicia, describe what's happening right now in Hong Kong.
Hi, Jose. Thanks so much to be with you. Well, yes, as you can see, this is a pretty remarkable scene of open defiance here against Beijing. It's not really something that the ruling Communist Party here is used to, and so as a result, it's quite hard to predict what's going to happen next. What started out as student-led protests in the street of Hong Kong's central business district has really just morphed into something bigger than I think any of those students had imagined it would be. Members of the so-called Occupy Central movement had originally planned to go on the streets this Wednesday, October 1st, but they moved up their date since these students just seem to really take charge. And now it seems to have caught the leaders in Beijing by surprise. They've continued to maintain a hard line on this, and it doesn't look like they will budge, but neither do the students. And so it's really just right now a matter of both sides waiting and seeing what happens next.
And I'm wondering how what's going on in Hong Kong is being portrayed in the Chinese media.
It's very interesting. Here, it's just sort of life as usual in Beijing right now. There are reports that on Chinese social media sites, there's one Weibo that's pretty much the Chinese equivalent of Twitter. They've been deleting posts on that at a rate higher than we've seen over the past year. The state-run media here, the TV and newspapers are all controlled by the Communist Party here, so you're only going to see what they want you to see, and right now they don't want really anybody to say anything about Hong Kong.
Felicia Somné, thank you so much for your reporting from Beijing this morning. Appreciate it.
Thanks very much, Jose.
I want to bring in Sophie Richardson. She is a China director at Human Rights Watch. Sophie, good morning. Thanks for being with me.
Thanks for having me.
You called it the tectonic plates are moving politically in Hong Kong. Explain to me what exactly is going on.
Well, as Felicia just mentioned, the Chinese government is not accustomed to people not following its instructions. And so it's made it very clear it wants the demonstrations to end and for people to go home. But people in Hong Kong have very different views. It's a territory where people have a long history of being able to peacefully protest and to get some degree of negotiation going with local officials. And so, this is the first real clash we've seen between that intransigence in Beijing, but also some pretty broad concern across the population of Hong Kong that they get the right to decide how Hong Kong affairs are governed.
And tell me what really sparked this, because this is not new. This has been going on now for years. What is it that sparked this umbrella revolution?
The most immediate problem was the Chinese government's decision that it and it alone would vet candidates, that it would decide who gets to run for the top political office in Hong Kong. So that's the most immediate cause. But there are other tensions that have been simmering right below the surface, essentially about whether people in Hong Kong believe or are losing confidence that their local officials represent them, or whether increasingly decisions are being referred to Beijing. And so, 6 months ago, the kinds of people who were talking about protesting and the issues they were talking about protesting over were pretty narrowly defined. But over the last couple of months, we've seen it become a much broader effort. And I think that's why you're seeing so many people, of all different backgrounds coming out onto the streets now.
How does this have an impact on us, do you think? I mean, why should we care?
Well, look, I think if we're seeing regressions of democracy around the world, that's of real concern. The expectation when Hong Kong returned to Chinese control was that there would be more political space for Hong Kong and hopefully some progress for democracy inside China, which is a major step forward for humanity, we think. And it's a real concern that Hong Kong's politics are actually starting to look a little bit more like the mainland's.
And Sophie, how do you see this ending?
Well, the Chinese government is not great at backing down, but, it has done so in the past with Hong Kong issues, in debates around other problematic pieces of legislation. They certainly won't admit it publicly, but I think, the right thing, or what we would hope to see is, first of all, people being allowed to protest peacefully without getting tear gassed, but also seeing Beijing back down on these restrictions about, who gets to be a part of politics in Hong Kong.
Well, we'll see what happens. It doesn't seem like it's got a clear solution in the near future. But Sophie Richardson, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And just a note, the unrest in Hong Kong is affecting the global markets. Thus my question, what do we care? Well, in the U.S., stocks opened lower this morning. We'll continue to monitor this developing story out of Hong Kong and bring you updates as we get them. But what happens over there definitely has an impact on us here.